So what's going on, guys? Today I am making a salmon curry. I thought I'd make something that's a bit more warming today, and seeing as it's snowing outside with a little bit of snow, I'll show you the process of this requested dish. So I'm going to start off first with sweating some onions in some ghee and some oil. Ghee is obviously clarified butter and a little bit of oil. I feel like the mixture of the two kind of brings out a better flavour. So I'm using 1.5 red onion again, and I'm going to sweat that down. So at this point you can see the onions and the oil forming right now. Because there's two different oils, that's the reason why it's forming. It adds a better taste. I've added some garlic and ginger in at this point because I don't want to add it straight at the start, otherwise it'll start to get bitter and start to burn. So I've added 6 cloves of garlic and a good knob of ginger. I'm gonna mix that in thoroughly so it's mixed in well, and then I will add the spices. The spices I am gonna add will be in the next clip. So at this point I have added a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of cumin, coriander powder, a teaspoon of chili powder because it's extra hot, so I don't like mine too hot, and a heaped teaspoon of turmeric powder. I'm going to mix all that in, and then I will add the tomatoes. So now you can see the onions and all the spices are nicely mixed in. It's not too dry because I don't want it to stick or burn, and also the onions are getting nice and brown. Spices have been mixing. I'm adding 3 tomatoes, and then I'll put the lid on low to medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. So when the tomatoes are soft, that's when I'll mix it into the sauce and it'll become a nice base. So at this point, I'm gonna add the chunks of the salmon in with the skin on. If I remove the skin, then I'll probably most likely break down the stew. I'm keeping them big pieces, and then if you want to keep them big, you can keep them big if that's what you prefer, or you can shred them. I prefer it shredded. I think it's better texture. So I've got about 500 grams of salmon in here, and kept it whole as big as possible, and I'm gonna leave that in the sauce for about 25 minutes at least, so it absorbs in all the flavour. At this point, I have taken all the skin off, and if you can hear, I slightly turned the heat up high, because right now what I want is I want to reduce the liquid and I'll make the sauce a bit thicker. By making it thicker, it'll intensify the flavour and it'll make the curry a bit more darker. So right now I've got all the flavours I need from the skin and all the essential oils. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to slowly start to break the salmon up. You can see it's fully cooked through. I don't want to fully break it down, but just slightly, so it kind of separates in the sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on for another 5 to 10 minutes, just so all the garam masala is all cooked through and there's no rawness. Keep your medium to high heat, and I'm going to give it a nice stir, and you can see it all coming together now. You can see the water from the side is evaporating. You can see all the salmon is coming together and the colour is getting much more darker. So there you go, that's the curry ready, the salmon curry ready. You can see it's nicely reduced, there's no water around it, it's got a nice base to it. The chilies are well cooked through, the salmon's nice and tender. Definitely give it a try, it's vibrant, fresh, and it's definitely something you should try at home, especially in the winter. Let me know what you guys think anyway, and I'll see you on my next video.